How did you attract and address your audience? Well, we'll take a look at the cover first. To make my cover stand out, I selected a bright, contrasting and aesthetically pleasing colour scheme. As you can see, the bright colours draw the reader's attention immediately, so my theory is, when amongst other magazines on a shelf, Indie City will stand out. I also included some familiar A-list artists within the indie genre on the front cover, down the bottom in a banner underneath the plus section. This would intrigue my target audience as indie fans, because they would already know them and want to read on. It acts almost as an enigma code, enticing the reader and wanting to know more about what stories we have. I use sans serif font types to make the text stand out and stand alone. Sans serif also connotes the importance of the words as they are more defined. So now we'll take a look at the contents. My contents continues the same colour scheme over from the cover, giving it consistency in its theme, comforting the reader by letting them see for themselves that the magazine understands itself and is not forever changing. The colour used is the same as the cover and draws the reader to specific items on the page in the order that is intended. As we see here, the background of the title is the same as the background and the title as the cover. I divided the page by unconnected lines that created boxes, as I will circle here. The reason I left them unconnected was because, when connected, it connotes imprisonment and a sense of being trapped. So I didn't want that at all. That's not what you want in a content. So leaving them unconnected, it defined the areas yet left them free. I added 2 images to the contents to give the page more vibrance, and so it becomes more aesthetically pleasing for the reader if they can put an image to a story. It helps them visualize it. Finally, I added an editor's note. This is the only text that is in black to give the standalone look that I wanted it to have. This way, it naturally becomes the last thing the reader will be drawn to, as the white text flows on the left of the page, and the sky blue, which is on the right, and that leaves the black text at the end to read. Now we'll take a look at the article. The 2-page spread article I designed continues the textual relativity that the contents and cover hold. This is done by involving the same coloured text, sky blue, as the contents. The image of one of those artists seen on the cover, as well as the USA flag in the background in the banner. And finally, the box in the corner singling out information, as did the editor's note in the contents. The title is in serif font, and I did this because the black colour and twirled ends of the text look dark and connotes fear and horror, which relates to the use of words, dim the torches, suggesting a dark atmosphere, which is a use of intertextuality.